welcome to the Backwoods Gourmet. Today I've got another great outdoor product review for you. Hey, and stick around to the end of the video because I have a huge announcement concerning the future of the Backwoods Gourmet channel. So a while back, I had the great folks over at Iceco reach out to me and ask me if I wanted to review their new refrigerator, freezer, DC, AC powered, completely portable unit. And I said, you know, I've got some big plans coming up, and I was wondering just how I was going to keep all my food and stuff like that good the whole time without like stopping every day and getting ice and trying to drain all and worrying about the food getting all wet from the ice melting. And you guys have camped or car camped or even road trip before, you know, that could be a great big blunder when you pull open your cooler to pull out your ham and cheese, and you've probably all been there. It's a big soggy mess down because it got in contact with the melted ice in your cooler. Well, this little baby right here, this is, I believe, the AP24 from Iceco. It's going to solve all that problem. So let me take you in and take a good look at the Iceco AP24. I believe this was 24, 28. This outside of this unit is not plastic. This is aluminum. The entire outside, the entire box of the thing is aluminum. It has these reinforcements on the corners at the top where it's going to take a big beating. Metal handles that are spring loaded, okay? Metal hinges, okay? I'll show you those a little bit better when we open it up, okay? And the light's terrible out here today, I'm sorry guys. Heavy duty metal handles, everything screwed, riveted together. Metal hinges, none of that plastic junk, okay? One of the things that impressed me about it, reinforced down here, polished steel on bottom corners, okay? Here's the control board. It's all digital, as well as connectable to your phone. There's your QR codes to download the app so you can control this thing on your phone. You guys know me, I've been around here, I'm an old guy. I don't need everything in my life to be connected to my phone. So we're not going to go through all that, but I am going to go through the operation with you. Now, right now, you can see that we have it set, hopefully that's picking that up. We have it set for 37 on the refrigerator side and 0 degrees on the freezer side. However, that is interchangeable. That's the greatest thing I like about it. Unlike a lot of the DC refrigerators like this, you can't select this independently. You only can use the freezer set or the refrigerator set. This one I can set both to be a freezer, I can set both to be a refrigerator, or I can use the big side to be the freezer and the little side to be the refrigerator, or vice versa like I have it set up now. It's going to come in handy on with our future plans, which don't go away. We're going to be announcing that here later in the video. Also runs on AC or 12 volts DC. Right now I have it plugged into the AC power box into the wall up there, and I'm going to show you the DC operation also a little bit later in the video, so stick around. Alright, here's the latches. They are also aluminum. They don't feel quite as heavy duty as some of the other parts on it, but they work okay. They're your old style, just buckle type latches. You snap them down, pop them up. They're easy. It's easy to open and close, I will tell you that. So let's take a look inside. You see has a almost a kind of gasket on the top, just like your refrigerator in your house. Okay, very seems very heavy duty. And let me correct, this is the APL 35, so it's 35 quarts total capacity. You can look at some of the specs there if you want, but it only uses between 6 and 3 amps of DC current to operate it. So right now this is the large size, and just for comparison I put a couple of my favorite adult beverages in there. If you watch me anytime, you know this is mine kind right there. And then over here I've got in the freezer side, which is the smaller side, compressors below that. That is some salmon I got in there, and you can tell that's frozen solid. It ain't going nowhere. All right, up here I give you a little guide of what temperatures to set at for different things that you want to do, but completely adjustable. I just brought this out here. I've had it running in the house and testing it for quite a while. And I had both compartments set to the refrigerator. So I had them both set for 37. And I brought it out here, plugged it in, turned this down on the freezer side to 0. And it took only about 8 minutes to drop the temperature in that freezer compartment to 0 from 37 degrees. Pretty impressive. Okay. There's a bunch of specs on how efficient this compressor is. We're going to go into just the operation of it so you guys can make an informed decision if you think that this would be of use to you and your camping and outdoor adventures. Getting back to the control panel. This is so easy to operate. Unlike most electronics these days, shout out from the old guys there if you agree with me on that. We got only a couple of buttons. We got power, turn it on and off. We got the settings button. We got an up and down button. That's the only buttons. And it's so easy. If I want to change the temperature, I hit the settings button. That number flashes. Hopefully the camera's picking that up. If I want to increase it or decrease it, I just hit while it's flashing. I have to do it within a certain amount of time. I can go up or down, change the temperature. I hit it again, it goes to the other side. I can change it up and down. After I'm done with that, I don't have to do anything. Leave it alone, it saves that temperature. Just take in mind that if you get one of these, when it stops flashing, it's going to go back to the current temperature. So when I first started messing with it a little bit, I thought I was doing something wrong. Then I went back and actually read the owner's manual, and it explains that it's going to, when it's steady, it's going to show you the current temperature. When it's flashing, it's going to show you the set temperature. So what's going to happen is it's going to go back to steady and tell you what the current temperature is, and then it's going to count down to what you set it at. So I couldn't be more happy on how simple that is. It's simple to operate. Like I said, unlike most stuff now, you got to be you got to be a tech whiz to operate most of the stuff now. Like, again, I didn't try the phone app. I don't really have any need for the phone app, but maybe we'll show you the phone app in a future video, or I'm sure you'll find somewhere on YouTube that shows you, if you're one of those millennials or younger that needs everything on your phone, then go ahead and check that out. We're not going to review that part. Let me show you a couple things really quick. It also comes with the DC cord that has your standard DC like cigarette lighter type plug on it. Okay, works good in the boat. If you're hooked to your batteries in the boat, most boats have a DC power output on them somewhere, and it's a long cord, probably more than 6 feet long. Okay, so they kind of give you enough credit to them. They give you a long enough cord. If your plug isn't right next to it, you can reach it with your cord. Okay, so my solution to overnight with this thing is a solar generator, they commonly called. Basically, it's a power bank, a large power bank. A while back, we did a review on the Bluetti power bank. I forget how many watts this one is, but it's kind of this is only like a mid-sized power bank. They make them much larger than this one, But this little guy here, the Blue Eddy, we have used, and you'll see, go back to some of our Campa videos, you'll see us running our coffee maker off of this thing. And it works awesome. We charge our phones on it and run anything that we need to AC power with it. We don't really use, it has one of those where you can lay your phone on top and it automatically charges it. That's pretty nice. Never really used the DC plug on it till now. Now we've got something to plug it into. So right there, we're going to go straight into our DC plug. I'm going to disconnect the AC, plug this in, so you can see the power consumption that it uses in the DC mode. Okay, so this is a simple swap out. There's no switches or anything else. Just unplug your AC power and plug in your DC power. All right, and after you do that, remember, you got to turn the unit back on. Well, first of all, we got to turn the power bank on. So let's turn on the power bank. We're plugged into the DC output, so I just hit this one time. And that's going to show me first that my battery's fully charged. All right, and the input and output watts, right now it's not hooked to anything. However, when we're traveling, this will have the input from the truck, charging it the entire time. So all the time we're traveling during the day, then this will recharge. So, and it will remain hooked up just like I have it hooked up right here now. So this plug will go to our truck to keep it charged during the day. Then when we turn the truck off, this will automatically come on and power. Let's see, I didn't even have to hit the power button again. It came right back on. All right, so when I turn the truck off, Blue Eddy will take over. Iceco will come on automatically back to my settings. And what impressed me the most, you see the output right here, only 45 and dropping watts. Right now it's the compressor's on because it was briefly unplugged, but that'll keep going down as the unit cools off. Stay tuned, I'll tell you the results of the long test I did with this. So while I was testing this this new Iceco refrigerator freezer combination, I wanted to see just how long it would run off a fully charged Blue Eddy. Again, I forget the wattage on this one. Again, it's a medium-sized Blue Eddy. I have a link. I'm going to give you a link for a great discount on the Blue Eddy also, along with the Iceco. Okay, we'll leave those in the description box below. So make sure, if you're interested in either one of these things, go check out the description box and all the links we have for great savings here from the Backwoods Gourmet channel. Getting to it. This unit running at 0 degrees on the freezer, 37 degrees on the refrigerator, with, you know, several items in the cooler, just like we were going to use it. It ran 2.5 days off the Blue Eddy before the Blue Eddy finally ran out of power. So that is more than enough time to keep you, if you're going to have some downtime, you're going to leave this thing in your truck. Just remember, hey, you're going to have to recharge the Blue Eddy to get any more time out of it than that, or you're going to have to take the unit out of the vehicle to take it and hook it up to some AC power. But 2.5 days, that's pretty impressive. Let's check to see what the power consumption has dropped all the way to 31 watts now out of, and that's with it running. Obviously, it's not going to pull anything once that compressor shuts off. That's I think the magic is that compressor is very efficient, use very little power to get it cold in there, and it keeps it cold, so it only has to run intermittently after that point. And 2.5 days power time on the mid-size Blue Eddy. Then you can also get the solar panels from Blue Eddy to recharge this from the sun. That's a win-win. The thing that Iceco sent us along with the APL 34 was the slide out, so that this could be mounted in your vehicle. This gets mounted to a solid surface in your vehicle, camper, wherever. We're going to try to put it inside the cab of the truck in the crew cab area of the Tundra. Still working on that part of the project, but this is a very heavy duty, got ball bearing glides. It has a latched handle here. You see it clicks in, you just pull up the handle, slide it out. It has slots here for the provided straps that come with it. It will strap these handles right down to and it fits perfectly in here. I already tried it on there. Fits perfectly in there. You just put the straps down to those slots, holds it there, and then of course this is permanently anchored to your vehicle. I can put it in the deck system very easily, but I got other stuff going back there, and I really don't want this permanently mounted in the deck system. But if you have the deck system or any other kind of rear cargo carrying devices, then it'll be even easier. Okay, I'm gonna have to build something, but this slides all the way out. Can't really do it here just laying on the countertop, but it comes all the way out, so you can access the insides of your refrigerator freezer combo, and then you just slide it back in, and it latches nice. And this heavy duty, this thing weighs about probably 30 pounds. It's solid built. The other thing that really impressed me about everything here, this combination from Iceco, is everything is solidly built. You've got the Iceco logo right there on the side of the slide out. So stay tuned. If we can figure out how to finally get this to work in the space I have, then we'll show you a little bit on the install on that and how it operates. So the summary of this review is, this is going to solve a big problem that I foresaw coming up on our long trip. We're coming on. More details on that. Don't click away here, because I got a big announcement about that coming trip. The keeping our food and everything frozen or nice and cool, so that we'll be able to cook for you guys along the way and not have to worry about playing with ice every day, worry about things getting all wet and soggy. You know the drill if you ever done it. And but between the Blue Eddy, the Iceco, we'll never have to worry about any of that stuff. Hopefully we can get it installed and make it easy to access. But if not, hey, it's going to work fine either way. So stay tuned. I got a big announcement for you coming up next. Alright guys, so here's the setup. That's how I got it set up. And I'm not able to do the slide yet. And I don't know if it's going to happen. I just don't know if I got room. It's pretty tight. Eventually I will get it done. But I did use the slide straps that come with the slide to strap this guy to these seat mounts. I did that on both sides. The thing won't go flying. You have to slam on brakes. And there I got the DC power cord plugged into the Blue Eddy. Blue Eddy plugged into the truck right there. Okay, so right now if you can see the display on it, it's got 64 watts coming in and 51 watts going out. Reason it's got 51 watts going out, because I unplugged this thing for a while, and I want to see how fast it would cool back off. That's fine. So that's the way it's going to run when we're driving. So let's go up here real quick and turn the truck off. So when we park or anytime we stop, turn the truck off. Now the truck's not running. So we stop, we get out, we go see the sights, whatever. You can see it's still going. No interruption. So Blue Eddy's still powering it regardless of whether the truck's running or not, and it won't interfere with the refrigerator freezer combo at all. As long as this guy's got power, she's gonna run. And what's going to keep this guy powered is every time we get in here and drive it. And it doesn't take very long to charge it either. So that's good to go. I'm going to leave it here. It's fully charged right now. Leave it here overnight. We'll check it in the morning. I already know it's going to work. So the big announcement is here at the Backwoods Gourmet channel is in a few months, June 2026, the Backwoods Gourmet channel will be going full time here on YouTube. I'll be retiring from my full-time job as a construction manager for a great company. Really enjoyed working with them here for the past 6 years or so. But me and Mrs. Backwoods, we ain't getting no younger, and if we're going to retire, we're going to have to do it now. So coming in June, y'all watch for a new series. The Backwoods Gourmet channel is going to do a practically cross-continental road trip, cooking along the way. We're going to start in Key West, Florida, down the road from the Backwoods studio here, and the final destination, wait for it, Denali, Alaska. And we'll be driving, cooking, and seeing all the sights. We got a major stop in Yellowstone National Park. We'll be there for a week. Then we'll be base camping and going all the way through Canada, up the Alaska Highway, and into Alaska, base camping in Wasilla, and going out and day tripping from everywhere from there all the way to Denali. And then I don't know what we're doing on the way back, but we're probably going to do a bunch more videos on the way back. We're going to try to cook for you guys and post a new video at least once a week. In addition to those weekly videos, we're going to try to post some YouTube shorts while, on our travels. I tried to do YouTube shorts a few years ago. They got in the mix with my other videos, really brought the channel stats crashing down because of the short content was mixing in with our average watch time, and all the YouTube algorithm just squashed the whole channel from me trying to do YouTube shorts. I know a lot of you still like to watch those. We're either going to do them as YouTube shorts or we might do them as Facebook Reels, depending. Okay. We may post to both, and also we may post also to TikTok now that seems that their situations got straightened out. So be watching for all that content coming. You're going to have all these shorts in between times, and hopefully we're going to be able to find places that are beautiful and, to sit down and do some outdoor cooking. We're going to get those Dutch ovens out and some of that cast iron. Hopefully we'll find some places we can build a little campfire cooking, stuff like that. And we're going to film it all, and when we can find internet connection and enough time to sit down and editing, we'll be posting those up and hopefully get one up to you every week. So be watching, coming this June, and also I have this video and a couple more between now and then. So thanks for watching the Backwoods Gourmet channel. If you like what we're doing, please smash that like button right down there to subscribe for more content like this. You can do it right over there. For more outdoor product review videos, you can see them right there. And for a whole playlist, cast iron Dutch oven cooking, gonna be right up there. We'll see you next time.